Ah, what a beautiful day. Right, time for that skeleton on skeleton action and... Oh fuck, I didn't realize you were there. Hey, you didn't hear anything, folks, alright? This is a standard skeleton meeting, alright? But I guess we gotta do a part 3 of our avatar stereotypes because, well, we can't leave it on a even note, we gotta leave it in an odd note. Video's gonna be lewd as hell. I'm just hoping YouTube doesn't decide to demonetize me. Don't worry, we're keeping it family friendly as much as possible. Leary. Yes, Jerry, I'll be in there in a minute. So, as per usual, we're going to be looking at questionable avatars, the props, skeletons, and military RPs. Because why not? But like with anything, I got to do a disclaimer, and I got a fluffy friend with me to do it. And no, he's not joining the skeleton bone mash. Skeletons only. Come on, my friend.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Cringe. You were meant to do the disclaimer. Right, off into the room with you.
The grown-ups. The majority of the community that are quite sweet and understanding. A little horny at times, but far better than the screaming children nowadays in VRChat with their quests. But these lots are interesting. Some of them have blatantly obvious not safe for work avatars, while others are more perfectly hidden. While some you think, oh, that's not safe for work, clearly are. But you have to admit, some of them look pretty damn good. Or, to be honest, in other words,
nice.
Now, it is common knowledge for not safe for work avatars to appear. I mean, it's a social game where you can upload anything as long as you follow the terms of service. And I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong not having not safe for work avatars. It's just you gotta be a bit considerate sometimes. Particularly if you don't want them to get removed in VRChat. And, well, what happens if you do get caught using these avatars in public worlds by a moderator? Well, I think the result is kind of simple. You get banned.
Of course!
While that might be the case for some, in some cases the avatar could get removed, depending if it's a public not safe for work one. So how can you tell who these people are? To be honest, I have no clue. Even for someone who has grown-up avatars, I tend not to use them in public worlds or when I'm streaming, because it's common sense, a bit more safer to use my normal avatars. But what I know so far that a lot of these people are generally quite pleasant. They can be quite lewd at times, but it can vary to person. They like to have a good chat, have a bit of fun, and depending on the phantom sense level and depending if they're full body, half body, you're generally going to have a good time with them. I mean, hey, they can be quite adorable sometimes. And why some people do frown upon something like that, they're like, oh god, no, why? That's just disgusting. It's a pretty normal thing. Some people argue it's better that you should only do that type of thing with your other half. Which, to be honest, I do agree, it does make more logical sense. Some people do it with their friends, yes, I can see some of you cringing behind the screen. But when you have a social game that allows you to create stuff, it can get a bit wild. Which, I will go ahead and show you a not safe for work avatar.
Don't let your kids watch it!
I gotta admit, the bony men, they're quite rare to see in VRChat. I don't see them a lot, but when I do, they tend to be very interesting fellows. Or bony fellows. They're ranged from quite hilarious and funny to absolutely fucking terrifying. But generally, these guys are pretty cool, what I've noticed, and someone who likes the character Uncle Death, barring he's a bit psychopathic, it can be quite funny and interesting to see these guys. I mean, it's quite common to see a Team Fortress 2 skeleton than any other skeleton, but these guys are pretty chill. Like, literally, I've never ran into a bad bone in this game with these guys. Maybe there have been some, but normally if you see a skeleton, you're gonna have a good time. Or either Halloween has come incredibly early or incredibly late, but it is what it is. But if you want a good skeleton moment, this guy here on the left, well, I'm gonna show a little clip of him.
Wait a minute.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jerry. I'm a dead skeleton. My wife sat on my face, that's how I died, but you don't need to know the rest. We're joined here by
Nothing.
whatever they are. And we got this guy. His name's Flopper. He's a dead furry. It's tragic. Roadkill. He kind of rotted. No one bothered to move him. He was just there on the road, and then someone came in with a truck, like, and then he was dead, you know? It's just unfortunate. These things happen. You can't ignore it, you know?
I feel like
Just
I'm being
something-
surrounded. I don't like that.
And get out. Goodbye. Thank you for visiting.
Vincent, I'm on the intercom.
The prop people. They are an interesting lot. And yes, you can have avatars that are basically inanimate objects, or a chair, or anything that is a prop. It can be kind of hilarious if you want to troll some friends or use them for some memes. Hell, it can be quite hilarious what ideas you can put. But they're quite rare. Like I say, like the skeleton boys, you don't see them a lot at all. I think I've rarely seen any avatars that are either furniture, lamps, lights, or anything. Most people just want humanoid or, you know, everyday avatars. But when you do see these guys, they could be either A, hilarious, B, interesting, or C, kind of creepy. Yet again, I haven't had much experience running into these guys, but if you ever hear a guy go,
I can smell you.
you better start running for the hills, because these guys might be after you out to murder. Particularly if you play VRChat's version of Prop Hunt. We all remember Prop Hunt from Gary's mod in Team Fortress 2. Well, if these guys are in VRChat and they're veterans, expect them to murder you. And probably most likely torture you as well. Being the most smallest objects and just torturing you. Now granted, there's probably some cool fellows that are pretty funny and interesting, but don't mess with these guys in Prop Hunt. They're probably pretty dangerous or noobish. I mean, it's all subjective at the end of the day, but like I say, I rarely see these guys. I mean, do they even exist? Actually, come to think of it, do they actually even exist? Because I know anything could be an avatar. I mean, you could turn a house into an avatar, a car, a bike, like anything. But the question lies, though, if they do exist, have any of you seen them? Have any of these prop people tried to murder you or mocked you for your attire? Or, in the spy's words, what they could say to you in the near future?
Oh! You have such a horrible taste, mon ami.
The military role players. These guys are pretty interesting, and there's a huge variety in the roleplay world in VRChat. You got the Star Wars role players, Warhammers, the Half-Life role players, and you've got even role players that connect themselves to real-life military groups in various countries, like these fellows who are role-playing as British military men. They have all the ranks and everything, and they're an interesting lot. They're pretty chill for the most part, and they do stick to the whole roleplay aspects. They go world to world, promoting their little events, and see to get some new recruits into their ranks. They're not very pushy, they don't force things onto you, and they're happy to answer you some questions. And like I say, they can be pretty damn chill. Now, what it's like to be in these roleplay groups, I have no idea, because I've never really joined one, and I probably never will, as I probably don't really have the time to do such things. But I'm guessing if you do mess around with them and don't follow their little rules, well, I guess some of them are gonna sometimes say, like Bubby,
Yeah, take care of it. Take care of it.
nut up or shut up. Well, maybe not entirely, because like I said, a lot of these guys are pretty chill and you're probably going to have no problem having fun with them. It's sometimes good to join some roleplay groups, but some of them have a bit of a reputation than others. The Combine fellows tend to go and harass people sometimes. Not all of them. There are some little groups that do, particularly attack furry worlds. While others, they're okay. They do cool pretty events, and I will not be surprised there will be a lot of action and some PvP. Hey, who doesn't like PvP these days, particularly in VR, with cool explosions everywhere, seeing people fly and ragdoll to the ground. That's if your controller's not screwing you over. So if you really want to do some roleplaying, you can do some military one if you're into military stuff. It's pretty worth it, but it is subjective to person. And I will be doing a part 4. Might be a lot of roleplay groups, but generally they're quite pleasant, chill, and you're gonna have a good time.
Oh, that was oddly embarrassing. What a bony disaster. There was no edge to die on. Oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's a bit of a awakening experience. You're probably wondering, what happened to that fluffy bunny? Actually, good question. Is he still in there? Oh fuck, I better make sure I don't hit my computer. You're meant to come out now? Why are you still in there?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the cringe.
I know Nanachi's a horny, but come on, they can't be that desperate for bones.
No. My drink.
Still don't take things too serious, folks. And remember, moderation is key for anything with a life. Now, oh god damn it, I left my skeleton glasses in there. No, wait, I still got them on. Wait. Me wallet!